concerning what Reno Omokri said about the red cap, the chief in Igbo. My previous video, I on that now. Before I'm champion, when they hear the chief na Igbo, because there is apart from that, there is no Igbo word for a chief. Ubumemana is just a description. That is not a name coded or embedded in one form. So there was nothing like chief before the white man came in Igbo land. And when you hear the Eze is the name given to a title given to the oldest son in the family, and Igwe is a title given to the oldest man in the community. Even to today, I know some boys, their real name is Eze. Eze as a name. But that's older than the chief. What I want to let you know is that if you're coming from the angle of history, like I always do, this one, this is the oldest cap worn in Igbo land. The oldest cap recorded to be worn in Igbo land. Now. This cap now you're seeing can red, white, black, white, depending. And this is the oldest cap worn in Igbo land till today. I don't know, some archaeological documentaries backing it up. But this same cap too, that now, the ancient Hebrews are here. Ancient Israelites are here. The Indian are Igbo, only the main people who Igbo. So sometimes in the, what do you call it, in the river states, I agree with them. I agree with them. But although the details can't be anywhere in this very video, although the river states I agree with them. That one is another teaching for another day. Because we have to eradicate all false teaching. As my friend always say, eradicating false teachings in Igbo land. So this one here is one of the oldest. And now we see in the biblical times, there is a man called Jehu. You know that I cannot teach without relating my teaching with the Bible. That is my style of teaching. Any teaching on Bible is a must. It is my style of teaching. Now, this is Jehu. He's one of the 10th kings of Israel. This man, most of them, he came and destroyed most of them. That's what he did. Now, we see it in the obelisk of Shalmaneser. The Assyrian king gave tribute to him. In this obelisk of Shalmaneser, you will see where this man was bowing down to one of the Assyrian kings. Jehu. Oh, young one year brew Jezebel. Young 1 year to Jezebel from upstate Jezebel and one chop. We see him wearing this same cap. This same cap, and I'm going to give you the oldest cap in Igbo land. In the biblical times, the ancient Israelites were wearing this same cap. And today, but in the ancient time, in the biblical times, all people of high rank, like kings and...
Description of the Hebrews. The walls of Egypt gave a description of the people that lived there, and since the children of Israel were slaves there for more than 100 years, wouldn't there be images of the true Israelites on the walls? But how do we know what they looked like, and what did they wear? If we look closely at the scriptures, we can see with our own eyes what they must have looked like. In Amos chapter 9:7 it says,
Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, saith the Lord? Have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt?
The children of Israel resembled the Ethiopians, which are actually Cushites, descendants of Ham's son Cush. Europeans refer to them as Nubians. Let's compare the description of the Israelites in the scriptures with the images of the so-called Nubians on the walls of Egypt. The Israelite men and women wore golden earrings as recorded in Exodus chapter 32, verses 2-3. The Israelite priests, which were men, wore bonnets upon their heads, a cap as hemispherical. As recorded in Leviticus 8:13.
And Moses brought Aaron's sons and put coats upon them, and girded them with girdles and put bonnets upon them, as the Lord commanded Moses.
The Israelites wore fringes upon their garments, as recorded in Numbers 15:37-38. The Apostle Paul even wore a girdle, as recorded in Acts 21:11. They were a dark-skinned people.
This Jehu now, or Yahoo, Netanyahu, Ike Yahoo, depending. This Yahoo now, Nagwagi, one of the 10th kings of Israel. He is the first person ever mentioned in the Bible and archaeological evidence here. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that. Ndị niile akpọrọ aha na Bible, ndị niile edere na Bible, onwebe nke anyị hụrụ any archaeological evidence ihe gbasara ya. Learn this Jehu and all na this obelisk of Shalmaneser. Where he was given attribute, where an Assyrian king was given attribute to him. This is the first archaeological discovery or the first archaeological evidence of anybody that existed in the Bible. Exists in the Bible. This is the first time we are seeing any human being that is said in the Bible in archaeological record and findings. And this is it. So that is Jehu, one of the ancient kings of Israel, wearing this same cap in Igbo land. So the red cap, that red cap is not indigenous to Igbo. The red cap, and the chief is not indigenous to Igbo. On the Portuguese, Yana George, George, I don't want to be going deep into history. Come up now cause some kind of divisions and whatever in Igbo land. George, you see this George George. Ndị mekwe introduce one Dutch the Portuguese. There is no place in Igbo land that they produce this red. There is no place in Igbo land that they produce this George. And this one I'm gonna give you kende ogene kendi ichie na egwu na. How did it come about? In the ancient time, ndị na-egbu karịa people of higher rank koto shibido shichawara edo ha bịa mgbe ha gbuo anụ. Unu mara ndị Igbo ji ọgwụ hiri isi. Ndị Igbo na-agwọta ọgwụ ọfụma. So ya na-eme mgbe ahụ ha gbuo anụ ha were ọbara ha mechara ritual ha were ọbara tesa n'okpu ha. Ịmagụ na as time goes on ana modernize things. Otu aka this red cap shibido. This one I'm gwara gị now this bonnet ring ụmụ Israel na-egbu. Otu aka shibido egbu a na-ewere ọbara tesa ya as a sign of maybe ha na-eji aprepare ọgwụ ha and stuff like that. Mana nke na ndị chief na-egbu okporo ndị ndị chief na-egbu is not indigenous to ndị Igbo. Ọ boroboro ndị Portugal ndị buterela ya. Ya na George ụmụ nwaanyị na-ama n'ukwu. Thank you very much.
Description of the Hebrews.